Hello Pisces, welcome to Intuitive Garden Tarot. My name is Nicole. I'm going to do a current energy check-in for your sign, Pisces. I did a brief meditation before this video, tuning into a symbol to get an idea of where your energy is in the collective, and I saw a purple moon, very similar to the color of my shirt. Maybe that's a coincidence, maybe not. And it radiated out like it had concentric circles of purple kind of expanding out. And being that you are so Neptunian, Pisces, and into the watery realms of expanded consciousness, and the moon as well, I believe, is your ruling planet. I know very much of the emotions and how you're ruled is by the moon energy. So what purple means to me personally is higher levels of consciousness, connection to divine consciousness. So with the concentric expanding circles right off the bat, I'm getting that you are experiencing an opening in your conscious awareness of higher realms of thinking, perceiving, intuition. And I was guided to start with an elemental empath oracle card before we dig into the tarot. Okay, one more. All right, Pisces. Ego illusions. Interesting one. The number 6, if that means anything to you. 6s are about synthesis, things coming together. It says, don't believe thoughts, inner stories, befriend ego. And I'm going to show you this image to see if it triggers anything in your own intuition, Pisces. Look at how she's really up in the purple sky. That's an interesting coincidence. And these shades of purple down here are what I saw radiating out of the moon for your symbol right now. And there are 3 masks. Looks like happy, sad, and content or melancholy. She's also on this plank that's just floating, it seems, up in the heavens or in the cosmos. So this is an energy that's not grounded, and that is falling into illusion. That is one of the shadow sides of your sign, Pisces, is illusions and addictions. With such a strong connection to higher levels of consciousness and flow, it can be easy to get lost in just what feels good, because there is a lot of focus on feelings for you, particularly right now. And what I'm getting with all the different faces on those masks is that your feelings might be misguiding you. It doesn't mean necessarily that your feelings are wrong, but if you judge everything by, well, this makes me happy, so it must be good, and that makes me feel sad or angry, so that must be bad, when everything has multiple sides to it and multiple perceptions. And I think that's why 3 masks are showing up, because it's not just good or bad, right or wrong, light or dark. There's a third option that's somewhat in the middle. And you're being invited right now to find that middle ground between what you feel, what you perceive, and what's true in your body. With her floating up in the air, I'm feeling like it might be hard for you, or maybe it's been hard for you to be in your body right now. And our bodies are what anchor us to a more stable understanding of things and just feeling more stable in general. So grounding is always a good thing for all of us on Earth. But it seems like it might be particularly important for you right now to discern even emotions that people around you or in relationships that are coming up. Like you might feel confused of what to believe. That's more what's coming through. So if there's a confusion in your emotions and you're kind of not sure what direction to take, put those aside and just get in your body. So let's see what Tarot has to say to expand on this message. And we're getting the Ethereal Visions deck. All right, Pisces. We have the Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Five of Swords, Queen of Cups, Eight of Cups, and the Two of Cups. Interesting how the entire bottom bottom row of this layout or spread is all cups, emotions, and then we do have swords, which are thoughts, mental energy, beliefs, and pentacles as well. Pretty good balance, but there are no wands here, so there is no fire. No passion right now. A lot of mental energy, a lot of feeling energy, and while passion might sometimes be linked by a feeling, I'm feeling it's not quite that spark of passion. It's perhaps feeling depressed, honestly, is what's coming through. So I know your last reading seemed a little challenging, and things have been challenging for everyone right now, but possibly you guys in particular, Pisces. So starting here with the Four of Pentacles, this is about stability in the physical realm. And remember, Pentacles involves or represents our physical world. That can be our survival needs, food, shelter, and in today's world, money. But it also represents our physical vessel that we live in. So this is playing off of the key to really finding your balance is getting your feet on the ground. I'm going to recommend you actually physically go outside and get your feet on the ground, bare feet on the ground as much as possible. If you're somebody who's inside all the time or at your computer all the time, I have learned that there are grounding mats, earth grounding mats. You can buy them on Amazon. You can put your feet on them. You can put them in your bed. They actually help connect you to a grounding energy, a frequency of grounding, and I think that would be really helpful for you right now. And conserve your energy. It could also be a nod to holding back on spending right now in the literal sense. But don't just give your energy, and for some of you that may be dabbling in intimate relations, be discerning about who you share your physical energy and your physical body with right now, because that is one of the ways that we leak our spiritual energy, is if we're connecting with people that aren't in a vibration that matches us or is conducive to lifting us up. It can actually drag us down. And this is followed by the Six of Pentacles, which is an energy of things coming into balance, fairness, reciprocity. Remember, 6 came up in the Ego Illusions card. So what I'm feeling from this deck in particular is that basically the universe is saying, hang in there, things are balancing out. Look at that tender hand reaching from this woman to soothe the man at the bottom of the card, as if to say it's going to be okay. You might be struggling right now. You might feel out of balance or like the universe just isn't providing what you need and what you've been asking for, but it is balancing out. And some of that is up to you to be discerning. We have the Page of Swords here. She's not afraid to speak her truth, and she doesn't sugarcoat things. It's also a reference to gossip and rumors. So perhaps some of you are feeling confused or dictated by or responding or reacting to how others perceive you, which might not be the whole picture or the whole truth of who you are. So I'm hearing to cut those people out or cut those messages out. It can't even be social media as well in general. Maybe take a break from it or cut it way down, because it is potentially bringing messages that just aren't uplifting you. Or they might be leading you to feel like others are having a great life and you're not. And we all know how Facebook became that. The look at me, look at how great my life is way of living, when, you know, we can all put a story out there, but it's not the whole truth. So don't take that to heart if that's what you're feeling. But I think as you take those steps, this is where I was going, to make boundaries within yourself first and foremost of what matters to you, what supports you, what you believe in, and surround yourself with people that resonate with that. They can have different opinions, but they can hold space for you and resonate with your truth as well. That's going to be helpful for you. And at the heart of your reading, Pisces, we have the Five of Swords energy here. And this person has won an argument. And they're thinking about, was it worth it? I had to fight so hard for all these swords. I had to fight so hard to be seen or believed, or for my truth to be heard. And even in doing so, I didn't quite reach people. They're still not necessarily seeing me or hearing me. So it's not about wasting your time, if this applies to you, if you have put yourself out there or really put a lot of effort in communicating your truth to others. If they don't resonate with that or accept that, it's not that your truth is wrong, Pisces. It's that they're not the right people for you, at least at this time. Your energy is better spent nurturing yourself and getting really solid in your own foundation, in your own relationship with yourself. And the Queen of Cups is all about motherly love, nurturing, and she is really focused on her feelings. So this is going two ways for you, Pisces. Maybe you've been too focused on your feelings. Maybe it's time to step back, take a break, go for a walk, and just listen to the birds and the trees. And always, this is a reminder to take care of yourself, to nurture yourself, and to love yourself. Even if it means you're standing alone for a while in that, because the law of the universe will not leave you alone long. But you might need to sit with that discomfort of just being alone and being your own best cheerleader until you align with the people that see your truth and see your gifts and what you have to bring to the table. for the special gifts that they are. Nobody's here just to waste space. We all have gifts. And lastly, we're coming upon the Eight of Cups, which is an energy of wanting something more, looking for a higher calling, a higher purpose. And with the Two of Cups right behind it, being about sometimes relationships, partnerships, oftentimes love, partnerships, because it is about cups and feelings. Maybe you're in a relationship that, again, has been draining you. You've had to just fight and fight and fight. And this moon here is reminding me of that purple moon that I saw before. Let me get it into focus. There it is, a little better at the top of the card. Big full moon. And he has his wand. So I mentioned there were no wands here, but there is one as a supporting character here in this Eight of Cups card. So I think the invitation is there for you right now, Pisces, to maybe follow a higher path. Look for a higher frequency relationship, partnership, friendships. And if that's not in your life right now, you're going to have to support yourself until it shows up. But the more solidly you are in your own truth and in supporting yourself and loving yourself, the faster it's going to show up in your external world. Let's get one last message from the garden here. I hope you can hear me. I forgot to plug in my mic, so we're just working on my computer mic. Please let me know in the comments if you have any trouble hearing this video, because it's a good reading. I don't want to scrap it. I would like to keep it for you. It feels very authentic. Okay, we have gratitude, pink rose. This showed up last time, Pisces. Memory with rosemary, and wisdom with bay leaf. Twice, Leo energy is showing up. There's the fire. And Gemini, communicating from a place of gratitude. Communicating to yourself with gratitude. What are you grateful for about yourself? If you were dating yourself, this is for those who aren't in a relationship or who are in a relationship that's maybe unfulfilling right now. What is it you would like your partner to love about you or tell you that is great about you, or that they appreciate, enjoy, respect, admire? Start loving yourself that way, okay? I've said it before, I said it last time. Buy yourself flowers or the equivalent. Maybe it's not flowers, and this applies to men as well. Maybe you enjoy having flowers around. For any of you men that might be watching this. And of course, not all women care or are inspired or motivated to get flowers for themselves, but make a gesture in some way. Gift yourself, surprise yourself, even though it's you doing it and it's not necessarily a surprise, with the intention of really acknowledging your beauty and what's special about you. Maybe you can write yourself a card or a love note. Or buy that new pair of shoes, that you wanted for golfing, or a new golf club or something like that. And for my favorite Pisces, maybe it's something about pickleball gear, a new paddle, because you deserve it. And in memory here, I'm going right to this book at the bottom of the card, which is an ancient text. It's also a journal. Journaling right now might be helpful, and going back and reflecting on where you've been, so you can see how far you've come, what worked and what didn't work in the choices you've made, and in the way you were supported or not supported. And wisdom. think you've had a lot of experience, Pisces. I'll show you all these cards so you can drink them in. You've had a lot of experience in life, love, relationships. Own what it is you've learned. You have the wisdom. If you're feeling confused and like you're not able to connect to your own inner wisdom right now or your guidance, that's when it's a good time to find or tap into, if you already have, healthy, clear, helpful external resources, whether it's friendship, family, therapy, or even reading books from people who have had experiences that you're drawn to, hearing other people's life stories, how they found their way out of a state of confusion or emotional overwhelm. And in that you might really align with the inner wisdom that you already have. It'll resonate and it'll activate it for you, and it might help you find that clarity that you're craving right now. Okay, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching to the end. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. If you would like to book a personal reading, that's another way that you might tap into some wisdom or guidance if you're feeling unclear right now. And I would love to help you with that, with a one-on-one reading specifically for you. You may book a session with me at my website, intuitivegardentarot.org, and I look forward to hearing from you. Take care, Pisces.